Alright guys, it's May 4th. It's a late morning hunt. I had to work this morning. And it's about 10 o'clock now. We're out in this cut and we located some birds about 1,000 yards that way. They were with some hens, but they were breaking apart. It looks like the hens are preening and wet and probably heading to nesting. So the toms are breaking off and heading in. We're going to drop down here below on this wood line and we're going to walk up here and set up right below where they were. So we got about 2 hours, maybe enough for 1 or 2 setups, so we won't talk here too long. But sometimes you can't get out on roost. You got to get out a little bit later. See if we can make it work. It's kind of drizzly and overcast today. The birds are not making much noise. So I'm not going to call a lot, just a couple times to let them know I'm here, see if they answer, and then just wait. So, and I'll explain that later, but we got to go get set up. Alright, you're going to start to hear the hen pick up her calling. Now, I'm not sure whether she was getting ready to leave or what was going on, but I had to amp up my calling to combat that, to keep the toms heading towards me. I didn't want to call very much, but she left me no choice to amp it up and show that I was a little hotter than she was to keep their interest. Alright guys, that was close. I had a turkey between 28 and 30 yards, and we worked them. They were just ahead of us with a couple of hens, and we broke them from the hens. They worked this way. One, there's a paddock right here, a horse field. One went into the horse paddock, and the other one kind of went through a little swale and worked and came up to the top. The only problem was I didn't know if there was any livestock in that pen, so I couldn't shoot back that way. He was at 28, 30 yards, standing there looking at me, and the cameraman, Diane, saw the bird that had come around, and it had jumped up onto the fence rail. She's watching that one. She couldn't see the one that was 20 yards behind us because of brush. When she turned the camera slowly to follow the one on the fence, he spotted the camera moving, and he putted off behind us. He stood back here and strutted probably at 35, 40 yards on, there's another log road behind us, for quite a bit, and I thought he was coming in, so I turned to shoot him behind us, but he just, I don't know whether the other bird got him to go back. I couldn't see him. Once he was gobbling, really, he was triple, double gobbling back here, and then he just stopped, and I think he just kind of picked up on something was funky and headed back out. So that's turkey hunting. It was awesome though. These are like dino birds. These things are big. So we'll try to come back and set up on them in a different way. I'll use a different call so they're not hearing the same tone next time we get in here, but we'll give them a few days to rest, and then we'll come back. They seem to be in this stretch of woods quite a bit. I'd like to be able to set up a little further away from the horse field or cow field or whatever it is, because I'm being a farmer myself. I know I'm not going to shoot towards any type of field, and we heard livestock before, so just a FYI to you guys, if you're hunting around any type of paddocks, fields, cow fields, anything like that, don't shoot towards those fields, because unless you can actually see that there's nothing there, you don't know, and if you hit somebody's livestock, that's big trouble. So we could hear them, so we didn't shoot, and it's only a turkey. It's not worth injuring somebody's animal or getting yourself in hot water. So, well, we got a long walk back to the truck, so we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.